All right. Look, Ryan Stewart, Coach Stewart down here I'm at Westgate High School in New Iberia, Louisiana. I apologize not having a title page. I can put my stuff up in the comments, email, anything like that. Like I said, this is my second year with this program. We turned a good corner last year. We went 9-4, got beat in the quarterfinals. We lost 3 games. We played the number 1 team in the state back-to-back weeks. We played one. We won it, knocked them off, and the new number 1 came in the next week. We played a tough schedule. We played in probably one of the tougher conferences and definitely one of the tougher divisions in Louisiana. We're, about 1,000 kids in our school. Just kind of giving you kind of a rundown of what kind of team we are. But like I said, man, we don't do a whole lot. We keep it pretty simple. We try to turn our kids loose and play. But this is kind of our base alignment here, our 3-3 stack. We'll try to play our outside linebacker. We play outside. Now, up front, it's weird. We usually play head up forwards. But last year, we ended up with some big body kids up here. And we just put them in 4 eyes and told them to control the B gap and play from there. But normally we play head up forward, but we're going to take the inside gap no matter what anyway. We'll slant and angle a lot. But this is our alignment. We're off. We'll play head up a 2 here. We'll play with alignment here on top of 1s. Our safety is anywhere from 10 to 12. This is week 1 last year. We usually call the strength. We try to find out which receiver is going to be the slot guys. And we'll usually give them a number, but we'll try to go to the most receiver side on calling a strength. But this is our base 3-3 stack. We're 2 and 4 out here. These guys are trying to read run 2, run away through the quarterback's set where he's going to set the ball. So if we're going to get run action here, we're going to get run 2. We'll come force, and then this backside linebacker here, he'll be slant presence and boot count and reverse. That's what we tell him. So he should shuffle along, boot count and reverse, anything out the back door. He's the quarterback player. Like I said, B gap, A gap. Now what we do is we play a head up nose, and he usually what we'll do, we'll try to send him one way or the other. Of course, this year we had this big old monster right here. He was too big; he couldn't even get out of the way. So we would just what we call it a plus or a minus. And we'd set him which way we want him to, either to the back or away from the back. We called it a plus if we set him to the back. If we set him away from the back, we called him a minus. So that's this kid here. And then we let the Mike fit the opposite A gap from him. So he's getting run 2 right here. We're getting running back action. He's coming here. Again, this is early in the year. There's going to be 1,000 things on tape. We should be doing better, but we're not. He's being patient on the backside for any RPO game. We get a lot of RPO game, especially just this bubble action here. But we started seeing the peak route across the middle, so he kind of gives us more presence here. These guys are here playing. We don't chase the bubble. We usually let the ball bring us down on the bubble. We feel like we're fast enough that we can run it down. Outside 2-yard route or a minus 2-yard route's not going to hurt us. Like I said, we just preach running to the ball, effort, and pretty simple concepts of what we do. Let's see. Now, one of the things that we do, you'll see we get lined up here. Safety here's a little late getting over. But if we get into a trip set, what we call it bump, and we bump everybody over. And we just set it like a 3-4. He'll be the edge guy. We put 2 backers on the inside, and we still get an edge guy over here. We lock this up here. He's still playing number 2, trying to reroute him inside. He'll reroute 3 if he don't get any run action to him. We're over the top. Again, this safety, he's a little deep. Probably needs to be over some. But like I said, we're in all right position. They come speed option. We got plenty of hats over there. Not an option, not a chance for us. You got to make the tackle there. Just a good look at us up front. 4 eyes, head up nose. This is what we call our bump alignment. We bump it to our trip set, but only to the strength side. For some reason, we don't ever bump it to the weak side. just because we get too many of a tight end, and we try to keep our linebackers remotely in the same spot. There's the motion. You see our guy bumping over. Like I said, just kind of he's bumping over, so we're getting the extra half where we need them. All right, so they come in here with a 2 tight end, split back veer team. This is not what they do. We played a split back veer team late in the year. We ended up really getting our butts kicked out of it, but we didn't play our stack. We tried to change everything to accommodate it, and we ended up losing that game. But we probably should have just played it similar to what we're doing here. And what we tell these guys, our linebackers, if we get a tight end, an inline tight end, let's see if I can get a better angle at it. So if we get an inline tight end, he's a C-gap player. He's just going to play it from a wide. So if he gets this guy goes down, he's just going to close it all the way down out the back. But if he comes to him, he's going to come over the top and get inside of him. We call that our wide 9 technique. Try to use our athleticism. So he spins inside here. He's a little too wide to get started. But he's inside ready to make a play. He's a C-gap defender. You see the other guy coming off the edge here, C-gap defenders. And then we got our safeties over the top. These are just the simple things. I think our kids know how to do it. We let them just be in a position to play. 2 back sets. This kid right here, he don't move, but we're trying to get into that bump set. Out of our 2 back set, we'll try to bump it to that as well, just to get extra hats in where we need them. Again, we have the outside linebacker here. He's pressing. If we get a 1 and 2 tight, we call this a 1 and 2 tight, a nub. We want to continue to do the same thing. We're going to try to play it hard right through here. And we're going to try to make something happen now. We got a safety outside. We got our corner over the top. We're still in cover 3. Here we're calling our strength to the tight end. Like I said, what we usually do, we call our strength set is we'll go tight end, most receivers, field, and then we'll just usually set it to our pass to the right or to our left. I'm sorry, quarterback right, offensive right. That's kind of how the pattern is. But for our kids, it works out better if we do a good job of scouting it up, and we just usually give them a number. We're good enough that I think we can find, okay, number 88 is tight end. We'll just call it the 88. If they don't have tight end in the game, we know number 4 is the number 1 slot guy, or we're going to call it to him. So that's us just playing cover 3. Like I said, we were a good team at it last year, and we really only put this in truly last year. We averaged about 19 points a game off of it. Had a good season. But like I said, I go back and I'm watching this tape and going, there's 1,000 things we should be doing better. Let's see what. So that's our cover 3. Now we'll bring pressure off of it. We'll bring 4-man and 5-man pressure. But we're still going to play cover 3. This is some of our 4-man stuff. Again, we're not doing a whole lot. We're not trying to do anything fancy. We're just trying to get after. Right here, we're going to run what we call a jet name. Jet tells our guys to get outside, and then our name stunts, just our mic and our nose are just going to switch and hit it hard. And you'll see that we'll try to pull the center out of the way so we can get through. We do a good job of getting through on the pressure, throw a quick screen on us. Our kids will run to the ball, rally down. This is empty. On our empty check, 99% of the time in our empty checks, we're just going to bring all 6. We're going to make that quarterback get pressure. We'll make it come out hot. We did get into the playoff game last year, and they kind of knew our empty check, so we had to change it in the middle of the game. And we just went back and we stuck with cover 3 and made a big pickoff of it at the end of the season. But the thing I wanted to show you here on the highlight here, on our name stunt, we're trying to pull this guy out of the way. We teach him, pull him out of the way. 22's got to do a better job and hit it. So he's going to pull it, and 22 is going to hit it hard right here in the middle. He kind of hesitates trying to get around him. But that's where we're getting our pressure from. That's what we're talking about when we run our jet name. See if I got another good clip of it. These guys here we're playing against, they won the state championship when we in our private school league. Good player. This kid was going to Harvard. There we go. We hit it right here. 22 does a good job getting it in the middle. I think it's 11 there coming. Our safeties on our edge, like I said, we really talk a lot more about rerouting them and putting them inside. We want to get more hands-on, more physical than what we did last year. All right, so this is one of our 5-man here. This is lightning. We call it our lightning, but all it is, we're just going to bring both safeties and our outside line. Ooh. We're going to bring both safeties, and our outside linebackers are going to become the flat defenders or the wall defender. We call it a wall defender. He's working 2-to-1. And we're just going to bring the safeties, just kind of changing it up, bringing extra bodies. Like to do this heavy against run time. This is 3rd and 4. They had a big tendency to run. We're going to bring the extra people, get them involved. Here it is again, just bringing in extra safeties, making it happen. That was a playoff round 2. So here's a good look at our minus call right here. He's going to set opposite of the running back. This is our minus call. We're still here, 4-eye, and we still got our linebackers in our same spot. This just gave him a chance, and it gave an easier read for the Mike. That was what ended up giving us this call, is our Mike couldn't see it because this guy was just too slow getting off the block. So we just put him in a gap and told him to go hit it. Really worked out well for us. There's the lightning. We ended up getting the extra linebacker involved. Let's see. So again, that's I just saw the lightning. All right, here we go. We're going to bring the outside linebackers. What we'll do here, instead of them just coming off the edge, we're going to try to twist it. So we want to press it up and then get outside with these guys, and these guys are going to try to come underneath. Down at the bottom, they do a good job of setting it up, but we don't want this guy to take the B gap. If he sees a face, we tell him to cross the face. If he see a face, cross the face. He is sticking up inside. Mike's drifting. He's got to stay inside and help bring kind of quarterback run right there. Good play here. This is our thunder call again. Just hitting it up inside. Just kind of getting a twist. Comes scot-free. Makes a big play. 3rd and 2. Fuller never saw him here on the power. So that's really That's our zone pressures, our 4-man, 5-man. We'll bring the wheel. We'll bring the hawk, we'll bring the 2 outside linebackers as well as the guy in the middle. We'll just bring we call it a hawk or a wheel. That's what we call it. But it's just an extra guy coming off the edge. It's no big deal. Nothing, pretty simple stuff. This is, of course, if you break us down, we're probably a 46% zone team, and then we're probably about a 30% man team, and then we call our rush package, which I'll get into the end, which is kind of a mixture of zone and man. But our cover 1, cover 0 stuff. Again, we'll bring 6 and play 0. We do this a lot. This is down on the goal line. Just 0 coverage. And we're just going to bring all 3 linebackers, 3 up front, just 6-man pressure. He's got the back. Corner does a good job of getting inside. This is our quarterfinal game. Still bringing it. So we're just bringing 0. This is our empty check right here as well. But we're just teaching effort, getting after it, competing. Again, this is what we like to on the goal line. Get a pick 6 here. All right, what you can't have is when we bring our pressure off the edge, we tell these guys, he's a contained guy. He's a contained guy. He's a contained guy. You'll see he goes underneath right here, and then we end up losing contain, and quarterback scrambles out. Big coaching point right there. Again, this is early in the season.
I got a question, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Do your empty checks change week to week?
We keep it pretty much simple. It's going to be a 6-man pressure, and we're going to play 0 coverage. Now, like I told you, we got into a situation against in the playoffs where they would motion guys. They would start out in empty and motion the guy back inside, and we wouldn't check out of it. So we just ended up staying with our cover 3 and just widening the box out when they went empty against them. But we're pretty much covered. We're going to bring 6 and play some man coverage just about every time, unless we get into a situation where we can't. If we can't play man, then we will change it. But we're going to bring pretty much simple, same thing. We call it a heat or a clef, and that's it. We're just going to bring the guys off the edge, bring the mic in the middle, and that's it. We pretty much keep it the same week to week. If they want to play with no running back protecting, and we want to hit the quarterback. Again, we might not hit him every time. We might not get sacks every time, but we want to definitely affect him. I mean, he'll get out there and he'll start throwing that thing a lot faster. So this is just cover 1 right here. We're just going to not bring him. We're still going to bring these guys off the edge. We're just going to play. He's going to take the back, and he's just going to play the free safety over the top. We have a twist call with this as well. So, again, it's just like our thunder call or anything else. We're pretty simple in what we do, again. But I find it effective, and our kids know what it is. We can play – our backups know just as well as our ones do or what to do on our calls. We'll go into a game with about 5 or 6 calls. Is about all we're going to carry into a game.
Coach, if you see, I don't know how much of it you see, but if you see like a 4x1 empty, like a true quads look, does that affect any of your empty checks?
We're still going to man it up, but we're going to take those 2 outside safeties, and they're going to travel where they got to go, and then the free safety will pick up the extra guy. So our strong safeties, if we're getting a 3x2, our strong safety will take care of 2 and 2 to the weak side, and our free safety, he'll take the number 3 guy. If they go 4, we're just going to take our strong safety over, and he's going to pick up one of those guys, and then the safety will get the next guy.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. So here's your twist on again. Man coverage. We're just playing cover one. I always like that. Guy told me one time when I was coaching, this guy right here, he's a safety for a reason. That S stands for save our job sometimes. And so we play a lot more one than we do really zero. But we are, like I said, we are a man team. We'll get after it. We'll play man, but 46 probably 30, and then 30 man. That's really the two things we do. All right, this is one of our zero blitzes. This is Cobra. We called Cobra 3 times last year. We got 3 sacks off of it. But it's just something that all we're going to do, we only run it to our trips. We're going to bring this corner off of here. This safety is just going to take him, and then we're going to roll everybody else in man coverage. We got a little twist up front with it as well. So we're just bringing it from a different edge. Here's your corner coming. It's not something we do a whole lot of, but in the right situation, we call it, and we actually run it. We only run this out of 3x1. They're in a 3x1 set here. Young man, we're supposed to be bringing this other linebacker right here. He don't come. This is a better look at it right here. Yeah, we're trying to fill up B, A, taking it inside, here, and then he should be coming off the edge. And everybody else, we're in man coverage. But we bring the pressure. Like I said, we affect the quarterback. That's our main job. Like I said, we want sacks, but for the main thing we're trying to do, we're just trying to make that quarterback uncomfortable. We already saw that. So that's our zero stuff. Now we have this call right here. We run this against tight end, a lot of two-back stuff. We call it black. And just simple one-word call. Let's see if we can get a good look here. So what we're getting with black here is we got a tight end. We're going to lock this linebacker up with this tight end. And then we're just going to bring the safety off the edge. And then we're still playing zero. Man here, man here. Now this linebacker, he's going to try to press and put himself in the C gap and just try to manhandle this tight end. We want him pressing him up, covering him man coverage. But it just changes the angle on the blitz here to the safety. Get a little faster guy coming off the edge. So we had a pretty good beat on this team here when they wanted to run the ball. We ran it a lot against the run action. Really took them out of running the ball. Of course, they didn't really want to run the ball, so that helped as well. Good look here. Again, we got the tight end here. We'll bring that safety hard off the edge. And we'll take care of the tight end. So you just take all the pass responsibility off the safety and just bring the extra safety. We just called it black. Black zero just worked out. Like I said, our kids understood it. Should come off the edge. Let's see. Now, as much as we ran it, I'm going to try to find it for you on tape here. I got it. So on this backside here, awful weak here. We're not lined right here. We should have the extra linebacker down on here, but we have a safety and a guy over the top. He's taking him man. He's got him man, and then he should be pressing on the outside, and we got our two backers inside. Hard off the edge. See, here he is covering him here. That's what we want. This is a good tight end for against us right here. We're covering him. We got him all the way down the field. Yes, he caught the play. You can't see it. Our great cameraman. But again, he caught it. But I'm willing to live with that. That's like the only one ball he caught all game. So I was good. That's our black call. That's something that we like to do against tight end, run action. But real fast on our cover 3. I didn't make a cut up of this, but I want to show these to you. Just some of our versions of cover 3 that we do. It's still cover 3 to our kids. Our kids know it's cover 3. But we'll play a little cover 6 out of it. A little quarter, half. Well, you can kind of see here. I got a few things put up. This is our quarter, half. And what we do with this is our cover 6. We just don't ever really tell our guys. We tell this backside guy, this is our outside safety. We tell him, you're still playing cover 3. You're still playing cover 3. You're just going to jam 1 instead of 2. And so that works out for our kids. And we know that we're not going to bump in our cover 6. And that's what we tell our kids, and they play it normal. But you get a quarter, half look, but you just get an extra guy. So you're not playing man coverage back here on a big wide receiver all the time. A lot of times our corner was a little bit smaller. So we'd put that bigger safety body guy out there and let him play. So this is our quarter, half, cover 6. Just giving us extra help. And I would put the film on there. We get run over. By the way, that's a freshman back here getting just demolished back here. This is the one thing I didn't make cut of. So you'll see it at the top. This is our quarter. So we're quarter here and we're half at the top. Like I said, but his rules don't change. He's just playing it just like cover 3. He's just going to play outside of 1 just like he would a 2. And he's going to bang him inside. And you know I got help over the top with the half safety. And we only did that against trips. I mean, if I called it cover 6, we just played cover 3 if it wasn't trips right here. So here's another good look at it. Knowing I got help over the top. So that's a little variation that we ran off of it. And then our other variation is our bounce. And all we're going to do there, we're just going to bring the other safety over. If you're going to flood the zone, we're going to flood it too. And we always did. We liked it. We'll bring a hawk with it, just a hawk off the edge, and then we're playing cover 3. And we just change his alignment. He'll play a little bit more inside of 3. He's outside of 3. We're here, and then this is our flat defender over here. We just brought the extra safety over just to get hands on the slot guy better. So there's our 3 bounce. We got the extra safety here. We got the safety to this side, and we got corners over the top. Again, we'll lock up backside. So those are the things that we run off of. That's kind of our base stuff. But what our kids love, our coaches love, they think we can play it every play, is our rush stuff. We call it our rush package. And it's usually our long distance call, 2nd and 8, 3rd and longs. But like I said, again, our kids think that we can run it every play. And that's probably the biggest thing is they believe in it. They know that we're going to put our best 11 guys on the field. And our rush package, this would change every week, and we usually only take 2 or 3 little calls out of it weekly. But like here, we got 2 big boys in. Sometimes we have 0 big boys, and just put nothing but linebackers and safeties on the field. So this, it all started out. We're gonna play rush. We're gonna play 2-man, and then we're gonna get after them up front. And this was kind of our first beginning of the rush package, and we evolved as we moved on. And just like I said, we carried in 2 or 3 different blitzes, stunts up front. Usually carried in 1 blitz, 2 stunts up front, and then maybe 2 coverages. Either we're going to play 0 and bring a lot of pressure, or we're going to play 2-man, depending on types of teams we got. Again, we ran this some first down right here. Might have been late in the half, but our kids loved it, and kids played hard. That was our biggest thing is when the kids believe in it, we can handle it. This is the blitz this week. We're going to take this extra guy. And we told him to go ahead and get into the line of scrimmage and make him try to block. This is 2nd and 17. They ended up still trying to run the football out of it. We get a guy free. He's inside. He's there to make a play.
Hey, Coach, we got a question.
Yes, sir.
In your black, are you just rushing 4, not including the tight end player?
We're going to rush 4. That's it. We're just rushing 4, playing cover 1 behind it. So we're going to bring 3 linemen and then that extra safety to the tight end side. The linebacker, he'll take care of the tight end. Then our 2 extra linebackers just play normal technique.
Hey, Coach.
All right. I hope I answered that. So again, this is our rush. We got 2 bigger bodies in here. They were a little smaller than us up front. We could get good pressure. Then we'd go bigger on the outside. This was to win the game right here. This was a big win for us. Brag on my team, my program right here. This is the first time they beat these guys ever. So 4th and 4 right there, make a good play. We get so here we're going to try to bring the outside guys in. Just a little inner stunt, tackle in, stunt inside. It's just a 4-man rush, 2-man behind it. Not a good job there. Our kids are flying around making plays. So our defensive ends right here, they're trying to get a good pressure, and then we're going to try to get up underneath. We want to try to pick on this guy here and then work up and be the contained guy. Then let these guys loop underneath. They get a little clogged up over here. We do get him free. Like I said, this was kind of our go-to, and I think everybody knew this was our go-to. We bring so much pressure off our edge. We get a lot of fan pass set, so that's why we do a lot of our twisting up inside, just to kind of combat everybody trying to fan us outside. I think all the 3-3 stack guys know when they pass it, people pass pro you. Most everybody's trying to fan me. I don't know. I think everybody's doing that to everybody else to try to count for those outside linebackers. So here it is again. A good job here. Again, we don't get the sack, but we do get the hit. We affect the quarterback. Trying to get them chasing here. Trying to get one-on-one with the back. That's our plan. We'd ideally like him to get closer into the line of scrimmage. I want him to try to look at these guys. He's got to be able to try to draw their eyes inside so we can get a chance to get a guy free. Here we rolled a 3. can't get a good picture of it. Yeah, jumping off sides. Let's see the backside safety. He's starting to roll down right here. Here we go. So we're getting cover 3. I know I talked with some guys before about rush pack, and I always felt like the people could run the ball on. Things that hurt us this year, just in general, really was quarterback run. This is where we're just going to play cover 1 out of it. Makes it we got 6 guys at the line of scrimmage. We bail out. We do a good job at disguising. We disguise and we bluff a lot. We call it just show and bluff. Trying to get people to the line of scrimmage.
Coach, in your C3, do you flip the DBs and outside linebackers at times?
We don't. We all travel. They travel together. DBs, we do flip our DBs. We have a boundary corner and a field corner. And that was just mainly on skill level. But we play so much man on the backside of trips. We wanted our best man guy over there. And then usually our smaller corner, he would be to the field to be able to help. Because, like I said, we don't really worry about number 1 a whole lot of trips. I don't feel like out of trips, nobody throws it. But our linebackers, again, we all travel together, our strength set. So we do have those guys. So they are flipping. I think I answered that.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir. Now we're just going to flip it opposite right here. We're going to take this guy hard inside and we'll let him be the contained guy. Just an extra. So if we can get inside pressure. Those are just some of the stunts that we were running. I know I'm probably kind of going through this kind of fast. We call this Nike, just our nose and our tackle inside. So it's just an inside stunt. We're trying to pick here, get this guy free. Get another good look at it right here. The tendency we have is the guy who's doing the picking, not the looper, is the guy that'll come free because they'll all just stop covering him and then try to pick this guy up. That's what happens here. He's like, okay, I got him. I don't know who I got. And then we get good pressure up the middle. Lose contained. We call this Puma. We're going to take it all the way outside. We're going to go inside, and then bring this guy all the way outside. We're still playing 2-man, it's a 4-man rush. Just different ways to try to get somebody free. Simple. Kids loved it. And again, we would do this 10 minutes after practice, 5 minutes after practice and work over this. We don't get a lot of practice time. That's one thing unique about our head coach, Coach Antoine, is we only practice, an hour and a half at the most. And so we're pretty quick, limited on what we're going to get done. So anyway, those are the things that we do down here at Westgate High. Again, I find that we're very simple, but what happens there most of all is our kids know what we're doing, and they're going to play with great effort. That's kind of our key for us. We pride ourselves on playing with great effort and eliminating big plays. When we do those things well, like I said, we had a good season this year, and we're expecting another good season this year. Anything else? Anybody got want to talk about?
Just for clarification on the C3 thing, he said, actually, I used to have them trade jobs, experience outside linebacker man's on number 2, and the DBs have deep, third, flat, whatever, or the DBs man on 1 and the bail to deep on 3. So do you flip responsibilities at times? Do you change them? I hope I'm answering that correctly. If not, they can unmute themselves because.
No, we don't really try to change their job. We want our kids knowing their job and doing the best what they're going to do. And so if I'm a safety and been doing the same job, I'm not going to change them up all of a sudden.
Okay, here. How much do you see gap scheme, and how do you game plan against it?
Like I said, we're a true gap control team. We're going to blitz it, and that's what we do. Play cover 3. Like I said, our staff meetings don't last but an hour. We're going to do what we do, and however they affect it, we'll make an adjustment on the fly. But as far as just, you're just talking about deuce or you're talking about power. But, like I said, hopefully we blitz it. If you get a lot of power, we'll try to slant the nose to where you like to run the power to, either away from the H-back usually or to the tight end. And then we like to bring a backer inside, that twist stunt that we were talking about, or the thunder stunt. We like bringing those. That's our power stopper. People that want to run power against us. Those are the things that we like to do.
Okay, that's good, Coach. What do you primarily see down there? Like, what are the main schemes you really see?
We see a lot of spread. And just about everything we see is spread. A lot of the RPO action. I'm talking about pre-snap and post-snap RPO action. We got one wing T team on our schedule. We got one split back veer team on our schedule. Other than that, we're getting zone, deuce, and RPO off of it. Just about everybody we know, everybody we play is going to run inside zone with the bubble or the slant on the back side of it. So those are the things that we see more than anything else.
Okay.
And the teams that run the wing T, like I said, they're here and there. We got a couple really good teams in our area that run split back veer to perfection, and one of those guys in our conference. So, if you guys got some ideas on split back veer, hit me up because I'd like to pick your brain on some of that stuff.
Dude, from a alignment standpoint, what changes for the wing T? How do you adjust for that? Because we actually,
I'll share my screen. I'll show you some wing T tape of what we did.
Because we kind of see it. It's a lot more heavy dosage here in Ohio.
Okay.
I mean, hell.
You asked that too. I'll show you kind of what we did against wing T. Let me pull it up if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach. Like I said, I know just in the Dayton area, there's probably 3 to 6 teams off the top of my head that run wing T. Actually, my school is one of them. Funny enough.
Now the wing T that we get, like I said, this guy, he's more. I think I told you this when we was talking one time before, Nick. Is he is a more of a rocket sweep guy.
Okay.
Rocket sweep with the G or belly, depending on what. So we played a little bit of under. So under right here. But this is kind of the key thing for us. We're trying to get this linebacker to blow this up right here. We feel like if we can hit that hard, we can help handle the buck sweep or the G action to that side. We want to make it difficult here. Again, he's playing here. He's got a wing. He's going to play it the same way. We did go a little bit shade 5. And a 3 here. This is kind of what we call under. This is our under look. Again, we didn't do it a whole lot. But that linebacker right there is coming off the edge there. He gets hooked here, and that's not what we want. We want him to be in between. crossbar right in the middle of our way. Yeah, I love that film action. So like I said, let me try to find some of our. So we played some underrun to it, and then we played some stack to it. I know when we played them this year, they went on like a 16-play first drive, and they scored, and I don't think they scored again. So here we go. This is our stack. We're just playing it normal here. 4 eyes, head up here, and we just bring these outside linebackers, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to force the issue. We should have safeties outside. We got corners over the top, and then we got a free safety. We don't chase. We don't change our keys. We want our kids to be comfortable in what they believe in, what we're doing. There's the safety. You see him. He's kind of wide right here. We're going to try to bottle that end up right here. So this is to the nub side. He's not getting inside, but he is condensing this C gap for us. Making a pile, getting people running. And they try to run trap here. You know, it's nice when you got a 300-pounder in the middle too. That helps out a lot. I won't lie about that. Again, we're just trying not to give up the big play. That's kind of our big motto here is don't give up the big play. Again, the big guy, he couldn't go nowhere. He'd just get in there, and we just put him in the A gap to the tight end. It's a good job here by this linebacker getting underneath. So if he bubbles it, we're gonna outrun you.